Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgmo. Welcome to another stream where a new bid has absolutely gone in for Newcastle. 90 million euros. Newcastle are getting shafted this window, of course, by every single club in the Premier League, and that is because of Alexander Isak's situation, knowing that he has to go. Of course, Chelsea have sold Dewsbury Hall, Chukwuemeka, and Ogochukwu in one day, raising about 50 million euros that can actually... They can get Xavi Simons in, and they can get what's his name, and they can get
don't say it. Don't worry.
Garnacho.
You're gonna get Garnacho. Garnacho. Yeah. Arsenal are still waiting for Eze. It has slowed down a little bit. There is the Fabio Vieira sale, and Arsenal are still waiting to get like the deal for Eze and the bid and all the stuff that is happening. It's a little bit slow now. Fabrizio Romano have just tweeted something that I don't know what is it, but it's fine. But big up everybody that is here. Hit the like button. Martin is going to be joining us. Let's get the likes up, people. We are now, let's get at least to 100 likes first. Like the video. K-Mac channel in the description as well. So make sure and go and follow Mac, of course. Imagine the silence if Garnacho bangs. Imagine the silence of Madueke bangs. Imagine the silence of Mason Mount bangs. Imagine the silence of anyone bangs.
People can bang.
Like, it can happen. Like, do you think he's gonna bang? Like, people like, do you think he's gonna bang? Listen, let's start by the big story. Newcastle getting shafted and bidding 90 million euros for Benjamin Sesko. He's still making up his mind to go to Man United or Newcastle. Of course, if he goes to Newcastle, we all know what that means. It means Alexander Isak is going to be heading to Liverpool Football Club. But before we go on, how's everyone doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too
Pretty
bad.
good, man. Pretty good.
Football tonight.
2 games of football, Liverpool. Oh, this kid, Rayo, whatever his name is he Nigerian? Where's he from?
London.
Where is the guy from? I know he's
from Cobham, man.
Like where is he originally from? That's what I want to know. Like, because his last name is Nigerian, if I'm not mistaken. His last name is mostly Nigerian. Yeah, Nigeria. Yeah, all right. Yeah. That this kid is gonna be special this season for Liverpool. I know he's gonna get minutes.
Yeah.
People that keep saying London, Mo, you guys know exactly what I meant.
Nigerian descent.
Exactly. Thank you so much. That last name.
Come on, I was joking.
Not you, but yeah.
Doing it to wind the
Isak,
Chelsea fans up. Sorry.
is our Newcastle getting shafted for Sesko?
Probably,
Because
yeah.
of this?
Probably.
I mean, how do you define getting shafted though? Because the way I see it, I feel like they would have known that what his intentions are from the time they were asking him about renegotiating the contract. They would have known what his intentions were then when he's speaking to his agent. And then from there, they're looking for every striker under the sun to try and come in and replace him. And they just, nobody wants to go there at this current moment in time. So I don't know if they're getting shafted. They're basically they sat on their hands for too long. They should have probably looked to move him before he pushed for a move, as opposed to, just wait for Liverpool to snatch away Ekitike and then, now have them snatch the bag again and take away Isak. It's just a bad look on their part. I don't think that they have a real strategy put together to really think of what the future is going to hold for them. Like, what is their future plans? Like you allow him to you allow Ekitike to just fall out of your hands without wanting to negotiate for Isak. And then now the end result is they're probably going to end up with both. And you're probably going to end up with something like Nico Jackson. So I don't know. I don't think they're getting shafted. I just think they have poor planning at this point in time.
You know what it feels like? You know what it feels like, genuinely? It feels like Eddie Howe's brother is putting bids in for players and he's not even speaking to the players. Like, he hasn't even sold the project to them. Like, you have to work on deals for months and months and months. Otherwise, these guys are just going to be like, what?
There is no project if your main player. There is no project. There is no project if your main player, if the superstar of the center of that project is asking to leave. There is no project. The Newcastle project is destroyed. It's finished. It's done. It is finished. It is done. Right? If your main player is throwing a tantrum, going on strike, not going to training, not traveling with the team for one reason or the other, is it Liverpool's fault? Is it Isak's fault? That is a different point. There is an echo coming from somebody. That is a different story, Mac. But Newcastle project is being destroyed. Is it for amateur hours? As the guys say, there is no sporting director. Isak himself has fucked up Newcastle big time. Because until Liverpool came and talked to him, the guy was telling everybody he's going to stay one more year. Liverpool want him. They told Arsenal he's not for sale. They told Liverpool he's not for sale. They didn't know that he's going to throw a tantrum and he's going to go on strike.
Who are you
why do people in the media?
Who are you hearing this from, Mo? Who are you hearing this from? Because if
tell me, I want you to tell me until end of June, I need one article saying that Isak is for sale. I need one article to tell me that everyone knew that, by the way, back in the days, during the season, Martin will attest to this, we were doing streams with Dayo, Martin, and others, and people saying Isak is the dream for Arsenal, and Newcastle, every Newcastle fan and every Newcastle media outlet saying, oh, he's not for sale. You're not getting him. He's 150 plus. Nobody can afford him in the league. Tell me I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong. When I say something that is wrong, stop me. Everyone said, Newcastle journalists and everyone said, Isak is not for sale. 150 plus to even sit at the table.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he's not for sale, Mo. That doesn't mean he's not for sale. You still put a price on his head. We went round and told people that Diaz wasn't for sale. Barcelona, he's not for sale. Bayern Munich, he's not for sale.
No one believes you.
However, if you bid 80 million...
No one believes you because Newcastle didn't put him up for sale.
At the end of the day, we're all talking about this project and not having a project.
Right.
Newcastle were hawking Isak around to Arsenal and Liverpool last season because they needed to sort out their PSR issues.
We inquired about him.
100 million. 100 million you can have.
They didn't sell him. But they didn't
I
sell
don't believe that.
Because Arsenal and Liverpool didn't have the money to buy him at the time. And then they were panicking and they were trying to sell Anthony Gordon. And then he ended up selling two of their wonder kids. Like,
I don't think you can believe that. Like, there's no way Newcastle was going to sell Isak when they have to raise money. They had so many other options for sales. So I never believed Arsenal could get Isak, and I knew that anyone that did would have to pry it from their cold, dead fingers. And that's pretty much what you got to do. You got to destabilize
that's the reason why Stavely left.
What's that?
I mean,
Stavely left because they started trying to sell their assets. and she was trying to stop
was
him.
just a
She actually blocked the Anthony Gordon move. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
She blocked the.
You know what it is though? Like, you know what it is? Like, truly, if Newcastle want to continue to charade like they're a big club, they just got to put their foot back down and say, "You're not going. You're simply not going." I don't care about like putting in a transfer request or anything like that. Can be denied.
He hasn't even done that. What is the
point? What is the point of like selling somebody for under their value or what is value to your club just because he says he wants to leave? I just don't understand that at all. Like, we've seen it in football over the years. How many years was Harry Kane asking to leave Spurs, and Daniel Levy's like, "No, you're not going anywhere." You know, even after they had the gentleman's handshake, said you're leaving, you'll leave the next year. He still stayed, and then finally got the move to Bayern.
He signed a new contract where he was the highest paid player ever for Spurs.
Well, I can guarantee you that if Isak stays, he can definitely command that same sort of money. Definitely.
He asked for a pay rise, and he was supposed to have been promised a pay rise.
You guys will remember the Suarez 40 million.
He never did it.
I remember that 40 million plus $1.
And you guys just said no. You know, you might have hit the release clause, but no, we saw it with Morgan Gibbs White.
It's a completely different situation. Liverpool.
No,
Liverpool
I'm saying
the club has the power to ship players.
To say no.
And Newcastle are going to be in a situation where they're going to end up doing what we did with Luis Suarez money and buying a bloody Balotelli because you've got no one left. Well, Newcastle have known about
Isak. There's always going to be players. I just don't think
over a month.
If the market doesn't allow for you to replace and replenish in the right way, then why are you selling? Like, what is the point in doing that? Like, I'm hoping that they show that the bottle of being like a big club, a somewhat big club, and just say like, no, you're not going anywhere. You come back to the training ground, you train, you draft,
and they've already put a price on his head.
What's the price?
They didn't. What's the price? Are you buying him for under 50 million? I asked this question yesterday on Al Ahwa, right? I said, listen, if Newcastle, if Liverpool don't bid anymore, more than they say 110, what are Newcastle options, guys? Can someone tell me what are Newcastle options? If Liverpool come back with a 120 million pound bid, and again, we're going to repeat it for the people in the chat that didn't watch Al Ahwa yesterday, and people got mad, and people like closed their mind and they don't want to understand. Tell me, guys, if Liverpool tomorrow, okay, listen, if Newcastle don't get Sesko, right? If they don't get Sesko, and he chose Man United, if Liverpool go back and say only 120, what should Newcastle do?
I'd say no.
Okay, great. What is the next step then? Say no. What is the next step?
You go back to his agent and you say, listen, if you want the move next year, we can make that work because the market's not really in a position right now where we can replace you right now. We'll bump up your salary, give you some give you some incentives if you reach them and all that stuff. But right now we can't sell you. It's just that simple.
Okay, great. Why don't they do this now? If they are allowed, if they can do this, why don't they do this now?
I feel like you have to wait for the market to cool down.
Rejected 2 contracts.
Hold on. Okay, because what?
2 contracts already.
So that means the option that the critic is saying is not on the table because he already rejected that.
Yeah,
the option.
Rejected it.
Exactly. So critic, that is not an option for them. So tell me what
it's not an option because the window's still open. Once that window closes, it's an option. Don't get it twisted.
He can tell him now, Broski, you're not getting sold. This is it. It's either you stay with us and sign a new contract or not selling you.
He's got 3 years left on his deal. Don't forget that. Like, it's not like
we're watching that process, Mo. We're watching that process happen right now. The club is letting him cool down. They've told him that, they're not going to do a deal unless it's for a certain price. And look, I don't think Liverpool's going to pay the price Newcastle wants. So there's just like going to be an acceptance over a few days, a week. Now that the team's back from preseason, that he's got to reintegrate himself and he's probably got to kiss some ass to do it. But I don't think at the end of the day he wants to be on the bench for the rest of the season. And Newcastle have to be prepared to do that.
You do understand the whole situation here, don't you? Like the whole situation. The PIF are actually going to fund Liverpool to buy Alexander Isak. You do know that, don't you?
So it's corrupt.
What? No, PIF are about to buy Darwin Núñez off us.
Are you admitting that
David Ornstein has just announced it yesterday?
Do I have a Liverpool fan on the channel here admitting that it's corrupt?
So you've got us putting our 110 million pound bid in.
What?
Yeah, we put the 110 million pound bid in, and Newcastle won 150 million. Well, we're about to get another 60, 70 million for Darwin Núñez from PIF.
And that is not corrupt.
Al Hilal will buy him. So
what are you saying is guaranteed to go through.
They give
so
us.
Hold on. So that is not corrupt. You don't think that is corrupt a little bit? You don't think so?
I don't really care as long as we get Alexander Isak.
No, okay. So if another club so that means nobody can talk about Man City spending on the way they made their money or the sponsorship or anybody. Like if that is the case, fine. If that is the case, nobody should talk about oil money, sponsorship. Am I wrong, Martin, here to say this? Because the same shit.
Talk about it.
You're an Arsenal fan, but nobody. People that say it's business. Bro, business. Like, what are you talking about?
It's only business when their club's spending, man. That's the only time it's business. Otherwise, it's like corruption and like PSR rules and like, FFP, like all that. But
people say it's not the same thing.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
This is crazy.
Isn't the PIF, aren't they the owners of Newcastle as well?
PIF are the owners of Newcastle. Yeah, that's that.
Okay, so why would they sanction a move for Nunez to help them sell their best player? I'm trying to figure that out.
I am not understanding.
They've given us the money to add the money onto the Isak deal.
Why? They're losing money. Why would you want to lose money? Okay, can someone explain this to me? Why are they losing money?
No, seriously. I want you to explain it to me, but that's what's happening. Nunez is going to go to Al Hilal for about 60, 70 million. And that money's going to go into our bank. And that's going to be spending money. And what's that going to go towards? It's going to go towards Alexander Isak, who belongs to Newcastle, who is owned by PIF.
Then why isn't it done yet? I mean, that's my only question, because FSG and PIF sound like they're getting into bed on a bunch of projects. So
yeah, they're doing it.
Are they just going to become part owners of Liverpool? Or?
1.4 billion with the golf. Yeah. PGA golf.
Yeah, but they also want FSG to invest in the Saudi league.
Obviously, got nothing to do with it.
I don't know. It's all dodgy.
I'm not following. But anyway, let's go back. Forget the money. Let me do this 2 super chats. Big up Omar. Good preseason. Slot knows Premier League, UEFA Champions League 11 and Cups 11. Yeah, it's actually great. I actually watched the second game. Szoboszlai was phenomenal. Was ridiculous. Was amazing, to be honest, in that midfield. They will have to accept because he cannot be integrated. Why? Reintegrated. Can someone? Why? Why is that? Why?
Because
why
Alan
people
Shearer
believe that he cannot be?
Because Alan Shearer said it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, why are Liverpool offering 140 or 130? Then Liverpool can say, it's either take it 120 or leave it. Your player wants us.
Why would we do that? Why would any club pay
the upper hand in the because you have the upper hand in the
negotiations, Mo. Liverpool haven't paid the full price for any player this season.
So
they're going to do it now.
So you aren't going to pay, right? So you're only going to pay 120 for him.
No, we're going to pay about 135.
Okay, fair enough.
But we heard that you offered 110. You're not coming back, right? So I don't know if you're just trying to hardball each other.
No, you heard that from Ben Jacobs, who basically makes a living off.
No. Ben Jacobs said after basically Liverpool are only going to offer what Newcastle tells them. So Newcastle are going to go to Liverpool and say, listen, now the price is 135. Liverpool are going to offer 135.
But it's so
Jacobs said they haven't walked away from the deal, Martin. He said that Liverpool now are waiting for the green light to come on bid. They're not going to bid blindly. They're not going to go to Newcastle and say, hey, 120, so it gets rejected again. That is what he said.
I know it works.
I don't know. It feels like you're so close. You've done all the hard work.
Just one thing on that. Okay. I always said we'd offer 105 million. I said it for a long, long time. That was going to be the first bid. It was. So we've offered 105 million. It comes to about 110 altogether. They get 105 million cash. No, like installments. That is pure money for them to spend. Yeah. Straight after that happened, installments? And that got rejected.
Why would it just be straight cash and not installments?
There's no installments. We give them cash. There's no installments in it.
How do you know just cash?
Structured?
No, there's all kinds of stuff about, well, you give them 60 million this year and 50 million next year and all of that.
What
stuff.
do you have to go on that the deal is not going to be structured a certain way?
It's that was why we thought we might get the bid accepted, because it was pure cash. Just go and spend it. Like, there's 105 million. Go and spend it. But this is what I'm saying. This is the interesting thing. Okay, they rejected the bid. Eddie Howe didn't even know about it, and he's reported this. Straight after they rejected the bid, they went straight in with a £75 million offer for Sesko the same day. Okay. Why would you do that? Because you know you've got 100 million cash to spend straight off the bat, because Liverpool have already offered you it.
But they wanted
Liverpool are waiting
before you guys even got involved with Isak.
Liverpool are waiting for Newcastle to buy a replacement. And then a day later, you've then got Sky, you've then got the Daily Mail, you've then got all the journos saying Newcastle need to find a replacement before Isak can go. And then a couple of days later, it's Newcastle are warming to the sale of Isak now.
I'm not gonna lie, it does smell kind of stinky.
It all follows. It all just follows in the line.
Even before that, even with the Ekitike thing, they're already saying, listen, you either sell us Isak or we're gonna buy Ekitike. And they went and did that anyway. So there is something stinky going on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie that there's something to maybe them having to find a replacement for Isak before they sell him. I'm just saying, if I'm Newcastle in this position, I'm holding out. I'm being like, yo, we got 3 years left on this contract. You're not going anywhere, right? You sit here until we get the terms that we want and that improve our club. We're not just going to sell you just because somebody else wants you. That's how they have to behave in this market. Like, they've been bullying the entire market.
What I don't understand is that
why when they want to move.
Can I ask you guys?
When they've outgrown you, and he's outgrown them.
Okay, he's outgrown. Okay, great.
Yeah, Isak has clearly stated he wants to win the Champions League with a team that could win the Champions League.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Newcastle
I like
Champions League in the first couple of rounds.
I am with you. I think Isak should leave Newcastle to go to Liverpool. Okay, but I'm gonna ask everyone a question here. Is it right for Isak to force his move out from Newcastle like this? Why not everybody does this in the world? Like, everyone that wants to leave, just stop.
Gyokeres just did.
Yeah, but I believe
Gyokeres
had an agreement with his club.
Gyokeres at the end had a gentleman's agreement. That's a difference.
And you've also heard that Alexander Isak said that he was leaving last year.
That's not an agreement from the club to say that we will let you go next year. There's nothing to expect from the club.
Telling the club that he was going to be gone next year. That plenty of time.
He's the one that got into a contract without a release clause that, he signed for whatever the hell, 5 years or whatever with Newcastle, right? And Newcastle is supposed to be their crown jewel of their project. So to sell Isak means that Newcastle have now gone, maybe one step forward with money, but they've gone 2 steps backward with their squad quality. And they're clearly not in the position to dictate transfers the way that they thought that they would, right? So they're not building the way that they want to be. So it's not just about Isak the player. It's about Newcastle fans' ambitions and Newcastle owners' ambitions, and accepting that you're going to go backwards is hard for that setup, I think. That's why you get all the grief.
You gotta match the evaluation. That's all I got. That's all I have. You can't tell me that you're gonna go into this negotiation with 3 years left on a contract and then go for a number under what you want. Like, no, every player has a price. Every player has a price. Isak included. If they said it's 150 million,
from an Isak point of view, from an Isak point of view, he hasn't handed in a transfer request. He also hasn't said he won't play for them again, by the way. So all of this smear campaign on his side is totally out of context. And he's still injured, by the way, because he went to Newcastle today and he spent 3 hours getting his thigh looked at by someone from the medical team. So he's still injured. So Newcastle saying that he couldn't fly probably was true now, isn't it? But the media spun it that he's a bad guy and he refused to play and all of this stuff. All he said that he wants to go to a club and he wants to win trophies. Yeah, he wants to win in the Champions League. He wants to do that.
What happened to Martin? What happened to Martin?
Got ambition. That's fair enough. Now the thing is, we've offered 110 million. Yeah, if we go back and offer 130 million, Isak's got every right to turn around and say to Newcastle, "You're stopping me from leaving this club now because you have been offered 130 million." And for people to sit there and go, oh, Liverpool aren't really ponying up the money. It's a British transfer record. It's 130 million. Nobody, hang on a minute. Nobody in the world has offered 110 million this season. So for people to turn around and say, "Oh, Liverpool aren't really paying the money," fuck
is
yeah,
he,
we
is
are.
he, is he worth more than that? Is he worth more than that though?
No, he's not.
What do you mean? No, he's not.
No, he's
not. One of the best strikers in the world.
Mate, he plays for Newcastle. Doesn't play for Real Madrid. Doesn't play for PSG.
What does that have to do with anything? So why do you want him then? He plays for Newcastle.
Because
he doesn't play for Real Madrid.
Jewel in the crown.
You want the jewel?
He's a unicorn.
His price has long been known to be about 150 million. Everyone said that's what his number is.
He plays for Newcastle.
What do you mean? What does that matter to though? Like I don't understand what you mean by that.
It's not 150 million. Have a look at it.
But you don't get to decide what the player's valuation is.
That's what I'm trying to say. You play for Newcastle. Like, why do you want him then? I don't get it. Like, you say he's playing for Newcastle. Like, there's a reason why you want this guy. There's a reason why he's well sought after. It's because he's a deadly striker. So if you're paying for a striker,
paying 150 million for him,
we'll see. We'll see. If I'm them, I'm holding out for every penny of that, man.
The market tells you what you can get away with for your value, right? So if someone wants to pay 150 million, he's worth 150. If someone wants to come to Saliba and say, "I want Saliba from Arsenal," I'm charging 150 million, and I don't care because I think he's that good. And I think it's the same situation with Isak. And there's people in the chat who think I'm rattled. I'm trying to make up. Buy Isak. I don't really care. I think you guys should be buying a centre back and like a left winger or something. But if you want to get Isak, just do it. I'm tired of the drama. I was tired of my drama, and I'm tired of other people's striker drama. I don't want to hear the names anymore. It's been like 6 months of the same thing.
Listen, Sean here is saying football. Let me do the super chat just first, please. PIF wants Nunes before we wanted Isak. It's not illegal. I knew that Saudi wanted Nunes. So to be honest, what Max said about like funding this. Nunes was on the radar of Saudi since last January. I knew that. Football fans, I don't want a player at my club that doesn't want to be there. Also, football fans, I think Newcastle should force Isak to stay. I think that is very true. That's what Couch is like saying. Newcastle should not force Isak to stay.
Not really.
By the way, I'm just going to say something. You know who's the villain in all of this? It's Alexander Isak. He's the villain. In my opinion, he's the villain. Because
we don't know what agreements that he had or what agreements he had. I think his teammates probably not
in my opinion. You know what? I'm just going to say something. What Liverpool did, every club does. They went and spoke to the guys, agents. Do you want to play for us? And the agents and spoke to his cousin. You know what? Let's just put it this way. Liverpool went and spoke to Isak's cousin. And Isak's cousin went to Isak and said, by the way, Liverpool want you to play. Do you want to win the Premier League and the Champions League? And they're like, yes. Fuck this club, Newcastle. I want to go with these guys. I want to play with Salah, Wirtz, and Van Dijk. I want to fucking win the league and the Champions League. And Liverpool are like, all right, then. Let's go. And so he goes, Newcastle like, we're going to Asia for it. He's like, fuck you. I'm actually injured. I'm not going to Asia with you. Fuck you. I'm staying in Spain with my old club. Right? And then Newcastle like, fuck it, you have 3 years left of your contract. Whatever it is. He's like, I'm not playing for you again. Fuck you. Fuck your project. I'm not playing for you again. And Liverpool are like, all right then. Great, fine. We're going to bid 110 million only, even though Newcastle told us 150. You know what I mean? And then Newcastle like, no. And no, 110? We thought you're going to bid 150. That's exactly the scenario. And Liverpool are like, no,
part of the deal.
We are not going to bid 150.
Part of the deal.
You tell us how much, You tell us how much.
I don't know why Liverpool fans are so sensitive about this, Mo, because all the clubs are doing it. My club's doing it to Eze. Chelsea does it to Xavi Simons and Hato. Like, we're all just trying to get players. And you're not going to be looking like some saint at the end of this. If you're going out there and just blowing 150 million, you're not and destabilizing the player. You got to accept it. It's part of the process.
We did,
but again, we're gonna say the same.
Remember,
everyone is a hypocrite when it comes to their club.
100%.
If that happens to your club, you're gonna say, "Yeah, I don't want that player to stay, but he's a rat. He's a rat." Who made Alexander Isak? It's Newcastle and Eddie Howe. Isak was a good player at Real Sociedad. Newcastle made him. Has he grown? Like, has he outgrown the club? Probably yes. He's 25 years old. He can win the league and the Champions League, right? He has the right. But there are better ways to actually now leave the club than actually going on strike, traveling to Spain. There are better ways. In my opinion, Liverpool did what every other club do. As Martin said, like Arsenal do it, Chelsea do it, Man City do it. Everybody does this, right? It's Isak. Then wait until somebody does it for Liverpool, and then we'll see how Liverpool fans react. You know what I mean?
Well, with Trent,
how Liverpool fans react.
We reacted quite badly.
You did react quite badly, and I remember Coutinho when Coutinho wanted to go. Liverpool said it's either 150, you're fucked.
Wow.
And Coutinho was forced to play the first half of. You remember?
Yep.
The first half of the season, Coutinho was forced to step on the pitch and play until Liverpool.
No, it's different.
How is
Newcastle
it different?
have had plenty of time to replace him. We didn't get any time to replace Coutinho.
How is it different?
It was Barcelona on the last day of the window, like it was like last 3 days of the window. We didn't have enough time to replace him. Newcastle have had over a month. What have they been doing?
Yeah, but they never planned for this shit. They got rejected left and right, bro.
No, but if it comes out that they've been told by Isak, and Isak says he's got the receipts, by the way. Like, he says he's got the receipts.
Bro, everybody says that, but they never show the receipts.
If you've spoken to them and said,
the agent,
guys, this is my last year.
Have receipts.
This is my last year with you. I'm moving on. And they hadn't pre-planned by getting another striker, then that's them. Sorry.
My conspiracy theory, that makes me think that, like, this was on the cards from time. We were talking about it before we went live, and I'm like, I actually think Newcastle would have known about his departure from before.
Yeah.
And part of the bullying, the whole Ekitike Isak bullying, was because they knew that they know what they're trying to do. They're trying to replace him.
I disagree.
Sorry?
I'm sure you heard me. I'm not sure if you watch YouTube, but I've been going around channels saying the same thing. Yeah. Newcastle, again, I'm going to repeat that again. Newcastle thought that Alexander Isak is a good boy. He went to bid for Ekitike knowing that the bid would get rejected. And then the next hour, Liverpool bid for Ekitike as well, right? And then Liverpool got Ekitike, and Newcastle thought, oh, now Liverpool got their striker. They're moving away from Isak. They didn't know that Isak behind their back is already agreed with his agent that he's joining Liverpool.
Yeah.
Alexander Isak is a good boy. He turned out to be, he is the guy behind the back. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it really just comes down to this. Like,
that would sound like a big flex. That,
you know, Newcastle are like, I'm telling you guys, Newcastle's number one target this window was one thing: keep Alexander Isak in the next year for Champions League. That's the number one. And they kept telling Arsenal, Liverpool, everyone, Alexander Isak is not for sale. And you remember, there was reports that if Newcastle reached Champions League, Alexander Isak is not for sale for any price. Does anybody remember this? And Newcastle reached Champions League. There is a bomba or whatever thing. That's what happened. Banar Basha, Andy Kala. Newcastle bid for Benjamin Sesko has been accepted in the last 20 minutes. All right, then. But has Isak actually accepted? Has Sesko accepted to go to Newcastle? Bro, like, RB Leipzig can do whatever the fuck they want. This man is still like, bro, this guy is waiting for Man United.
Apparently, I don't know what he wants anymore. This guy is confused the hell out of me.
Apparently, Sesko's agent's over in Newcastle tonight.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I lost faith in Sesko when he said that he couldn't beat Kai Havertz to a starting position at Arsenal. I was worried about his mentality. So, you know, wow. I welcome him to go to Newcastle or Manchester United. And I hope he fails. What's that?
Is that true?
Yeah, he saw Kai Havertz in the 5-0 against Chelsea and said, I need more development time at RB Leipzig. And then since then, Leipzig upped his price. So, I don't know, that's the story.
Sesko should 100% go to Newcastle then, because he's just a starter. Like, he starts every game.
No
Manchester
pressure.
United, he's fighting it out with Cunha and Buemo and Højlund, who they're hawking out to everyone.
I think United might end up with Jackson somehow. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling in my bones that Jackson-Garnacho swap is going to happen. Should be interesting.
I actually
I don't see it.
You don't see Jackson at United?
Not unless they meet the valuation. Again, not unless
I still believe that Man United are going to convince Sesko to join their club.
I don't know if they've got the money. It looks like they're playing poker.
I have a feeling. Why is that? Because there is one thing. Fabrizio Romano 3 days ago said on his video twice that Newcastle are willing to pay Sesko the wages he wants, and they're willing to pay whatever it takes for RB Leipzig for them to get that. And until this moment, Sesko hasn't made a decision. So he's waiting for who? Like, what is he waiting for?
I remember hearing, like, what is it, about a week ago, before they made their first bid, that they'd negotiated for him to to start bidding with Newcastle, because he'd accepted some sort of maybe it's not personal terms, but he's like, yeah, I accept this project.
He hasn't accepted. That's what Fabrizio keep telling me, and I'm like, I don't understand. If he's accepting Newcastle are willing to pay him what he wants. So why he hasn't gone to Newcastle yet?
Because they haven't met the evaluation, club to club.
No. Fabrizio said
the green light.
Fabrizio said, critic, is they are willing to pay what Newcastle want and what he wants. He said that the problem is him and his agent cannot make up their mind about which club they want. Well, Man United or Newcastle.
There's two different sides to the story, though, because they bid 80 and now they just bid 90. Right? So it's,
I think they bid 75 plus. Yeah, you're right.
Whatever the numbers are, they've made 2 bids, right? Within the last week or so.
I thought it was rejected because they didn't put a 20% add-on, 20% sell-on clause.
Irrespective of what it was, why it was rejected.
And maybe that's why they've upped the money.
They didn't pony up enough money for Newcastle.
If Man United decide not to bid, he's going to Newcastle. If Man United decide, they are still waiting for Man United to see if they're going to bid or not. That's what is going on.
That's the other thing too. How are they going to bid? Like, where's this money coming from with Man United?
Garnacho money.
Anthony money. We're not going in for Garnacho till deadline day. So they better not be waiting for that. They better not be waiting.
They better pre-spending next week's checks,
Man United are going to spend the money hoping that Chelsea come for Garnacho, actually.
Bro, they don't have the peas, man.
I heard Man United were waiting for Sesko to tell them that he wanted them to go. He wanted to go to United. As soon as Sesko said that he chose United, that's when Man United's going to bid. That's what I heard.
Yes, I think that's what's going to happen.
Still paying for players that they bought 4 years ago.
Okay, this is Fabrizio. Guys, Fabrizio tweeted, guys, hit that like button. We got like about 900 people in the house. Guys, we have only 160 likes. Mods, push the like button. I'm doing the super chat right after this. Hit the like button. Newcastle have sent an official bid, 80 million plus 10 add-ons on the table, okay? No decision yet from the player. So now that is the bid. Manchester United confirmed that again to RB Leipzig. They will bid if Sesko says, I want Man United. So Man United are going to match the bid. We'll see how it goes. Let me do these super chats, guys, before we... Calma, everyone. Just wait and let us cook. Number 21. Yeah, Liverpool are adamant to dominate the league. For the next 2-3 years. K-Mac, you just bid 110 million for Caicedo from Brighton. You just bid 110 million. That's the response that how is Isak not worth 150 if Caicedo was 110 million pound? A midfielder and a striker.
Because we had to match Chelsea's.
So you guys,
the reason why there was a bidding war.
You guys gazumped us.
There's no bidding war. There's no bidding war for Isak.
My man, he's an Arsenal fan full of morals. Gyokeres went on a strike. Plus, we won't talk about party. Your club is a disgrace.
Did you even listen to what I said when I said that my club does it too? I don't know what he's getting on about, but yeah.
Don, literally, he said that his club does it too, and everyone does it. But the difference is, I'm gonna say this again. Look, man, Gyokeres, they have a gentleman's agreement. At this moment, Isak had no gentleman's agreement with Newcastle. That's what they said. But I don't know. I don't know about that, Don.
He hasn't put a transfer request in yet.
Don Matthews. Okay. My man here, CWJ, saying, man, I am tired of the crying from Newcastle and rivals. We all got it done to us and will be in the future. Let us make the deal. Let's just make the deal. Too dramatic for no reason. Yeah, fair enough. I think the deal is going to be done. I think do you know why? I think I know why nobody, including myself, want that deal to go through. majority of people. Because I believe that if Liverpool get Isak, especially after what I watched today, Liverpool will fucking dog walk the league. You'll walk the league.
I think it'll get done
Liverpool will be the best.
Because what Alan Shearer said.
The reason why, it's not maybe for rivals because they don't like Liverpool. For me, I want to see a good title race. I believe that on paper, if Liverpool get Isak, you'll walk the league. Walk it.
I don't think it's over. I think that's being dramatic. You know, it sounds good for clicks and stuff, but they've still got to win it.
I think we need Mark Guehi.
I think they need some defenders. Well. They need some left wingers. I don't know. Maybe they're going just with Gakpo on the left. But
I'm not convinced with the centre back because we haven't got enough.
Yeah,
Endo was really good tonight, though. I've got to say, Endo was really good.
Villain. Isak is a villain, cool, but we're gonna keep the same energy with the likes of Wissa, same, and Gyokeres, who skipped training, or is it only Liverpool thing? I literally responded to you. The difference is Gyokeres said that he had a gentleman's agreement for a specific value that Arsenal offered, a specific value, right? Isak didn't have a specific value, but for the people that keep saying Liverpool need 2 center backs, okay, you're gonna get a center back, and you know it. After Isak, you get a center back. Go ahead. Jurgen Klopp with the assist. Markets is ours. Yes, Jurgen Klopp is with the assist. About
we cannot compete, huh?
You took it out. You took that away from me. I was going to mention that later.
Big Saudi clubs over here. Oh well, just little Arsenal.
I don't know. Is anybody? I'm going to ask the neutral here that is not in the title race, which is critic. Do you think the league, if Liverpool get Isak, is the league over for you?
No, I don't think so. Like, there's a lot that has to go well for them still. Like, before we can crown them champions. Like seriously, think about it.
We got to win the league.
Could come in there. Isak could come. There's one ball. Remember that Isak could come in there and flop it out. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen him. I haven't seen. Hold on. I haven't seen him play in front of a a wall of defenders. I've only seen him play counterattacking football, running into space. You know, I mean, there's other things to consider. Can he play? You know, in my opinion, I think he can, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen him play like, intricate one-touch football into the boxes, like, tight spaces and all that. We'll see. There's still a lot of things that have to happen before they can say that they're champions. And for me, it has more to do with chemistry than it does the names on the pitch. Like, yeah, you can put together an all-star squad of players, but if they don't mesh together, they don't coalesce, they don't, gel, then what do you got? Just a bunch of names on the pitch.
My God, did you actually see Salah tonight?
No, I didn't want. I don't watch.
Isak doesn't have to do anything. All Isak needs to do is stand there and just swipe the ball into a net.
Are we talking about a preseason game against who was it?
Did you see Salah last season?
Salah was incredible last season.
Yeah, and he still is.
Okay, so we'll see.
He'll find him wherever he is. Vert will find him wherever he is.
Vert will find him where it is.
Because what Isak can do.
What does Vert look like today?
He's actually a unicorn. He can do everything.
Okay.
He can do absolutely everything.
You guys are in love with this guy, right?
Today? He scored over 20 goals in the Premier League 2 years in a row, and he's 25.
Yeah,
like we'll be getting the prime out of him. Like, don't worry about Isak. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Do you want us to worry? I don't know. I feel like
he'll have the service. Did you see the 150 big chances that Nunes missed in the last 3 years? Yeah, Isak will be fine. Don't worry, because he'll be there to just swipe them into the net.
But he's not the kind of guy to just stand there and wait for a tap in. He wants to be involved all over the place. So I don't know.
Absolutely lethal, Isak. Have you watched the video that's on YouTube of the last 90 shots that Isak's had?
You guys have been in this Isak world where you're convinced that he farts like rainbows and shit, right? Like he can't do anything wrong to you guys. He is the master of football, and no one can convince you of it. Yeah, you're like, have you watched the last 900 shots of Isak? No, man, it's summer. I got better things to do.
Word, man.
Yeah, right. You were probably glazing over Gyokeres, smashing four past some
Sesko. I was wasting my time with this other bum that had no mentality. So yeah, I'm new to the Gyokeres train, but he's here now and he's beautiful.
Gyokeres stroke Bastos.
See, you don't need to do that. We're nice people here. We're having a nice conversation.
Somebody in the chat asked me to start lighting the place up.
We'll just see how the strikers do. Huh? Everyone gets a new striker this year. It's like Oprah, and we can see who wins.
Ekitike looks decent, to be fair.
He must be wondering what's going to happen if Isak comes in, though, right? Like he just got a new contract, and now he's like not starting. I don't know.
It's a weird one with him though, because he's being paid. He's being paid like quite a lot of money. Like,
who?
Ekitike
is being paid nearly 200 grand.
So he can play off the left.
He's come in.
Can I tell you guys for real? I watched the majority. I watched the majority of the game. Fucking Ekitike looks so good on the ball for his bro. The guy's tall and he is masculine. He looks so fucking good on the ball. And I'm like, fucking Liverpool are building a team that really.
Did he
and
score?
I'm gonna respond. I want to respond to.
That's only his second 45 minutes in a Liverpool.
And I'm gonna respond to critic. You know the problem with. You can build a hypothetical based on an if that is likely to happen. We know that Isak has had 3 years now in the Premier League. Mm-hmm. He played in a Newcastle team that sometimes, actually most of the time, they have the ball, right? So you cannot build your hypothetical on Liverpool based on a very low probability. That is just logical. For example, I am not going to build my thing on Chelsea based on João Pedro is going to be a flop. The guy, we saw him at Brighton. He was balling at Brighton. I can't build a hypothetical that João Pedro will flop. I can't do that. But you can build it on Wirtz was very good in Germany. What is the likelihood of him replicating what he did in Germany in the Premier League? That is what you can build it on. Gyokeres, same. You can say Gyokeres has scored a lot of goals in Portugal. Is it a 50-50 that he comes in and banging 20-plus goals? You can say that. But for Alexander Isak, every single evidence points to one thing. Isak is going to come to Liverpool, score 25-plus goals.
Okay,
there is nothing you can say logical that tells me that he ain't scoring 25 goals. Nothing.
Except for the fact that you've not seen it, right? And like
I have seen it in Newcastle.
Yeah, but you've seen it. It's a completely different setup altogether.
I've seen it.
Like you can't just like superimpose one player on top of a new system and expect them to be hitting the ground running automatically. It doesn't work like that, football. Like there's all sorts of nuances and intricacies that make things work and make things not work, right? Like I don't even want, like, again, I don't even want to draw comparisons between other clubs because we could do that, but it's just so apples and oranges. The way I look at it right now, he comes in, there's one ball. Salah has been the talisman for the last however long, right? Right? When you look at Isak, he's going to come in and disrupt that whole balance now because he's going to need the ball. He's going to need the ball. Wirtz is going to need the ball. All these guys need the ball in order to do something with it. So this idea that he's just going to be, in the box and then Salah's just going to find him there and he's going to tap it in 100 times.
Isak's not coming to Liverpool as a target man.
What's that?
We don't play like Chelsea. We don't play with a target man.
Neither do we. What do you mean?
Well, you have been for years. Like you have been for years. You've been playing with your Drogbas and your.
You're talking about 15 years ago.
Yeah. You've been playing with a target man.
I can't tell you how long.
Everyone kind of assumes that Chelsea will play with a target.
I can't tell you how long, man. I can't tell you how long we haven't played like that. Drogba, 2012.
No, I'm talking about like all the other players you've had as well. Morata, they've all been target men, all of them. Well, even Jackson.
We're talking about Chelsea now under a completely different manager, a completely.
Well, you play with one striker, okay, and a lot of stuff goes.
Yeah, all of our strikers drop into the half spaces and whatnot, and link play.
But isn't coming to Liverpool as a target man because we don't play like Newcastle.
So he needs the ball, right? That's what I'm saying.
No, Isak doesn't just need the ball.
Okay.
So in front of the goal, Isak can pick the ball up on the left or the right as well. He can do all of those things. That's the whole point of me saying Isak is like a unicorn.
Is he going to play left wing or right wing?
He can play. He can play off the left. He can play off the right. He drifts in. He drifts out.
I know that he can, but is he going to play as left wing for Liverpool, or is he going to play as a striker? Right? Like, is he going to be like a kick the ball to me striker in the middle of the field?
No, because we don't play like
or is he going to be out in the wings?
We play with interchangeable players up front. Look how we played tonight with Ekitike.
I didn't see you guys play left.
At some stage, like
Ekitike does play off the left predominantly. If you watch
that's
them,
why Mo Salah's being so good because no one can track what Mo Salah's doing anymore. He's not playing as a touchline winger anymore. He did that for like a couple of years and he didn't get the goals. Well, he still got the goals, but didn't get these type of goals. But now he drifts in now and he gets into the hot zone, which is how Slot plays. Zone 14. He wants all his players to be muddling in and out of these areas, making runs beyond. That's why Florian Wirtz nearly scored 2 goals today, because he literally broke into the zone 14, went beyond the strikers, and the strikers found them.
Zone 14.
He's an elite passer of the ball.
I guess Liverpool's setting up for an invincible season. Then it seems that way. Like
we nearly got it last season.
They won the season with a canter last year, and then now they added like the unicorn striker that's going to make them unbeatable. So what are we going to do? What more do we have?
We lost 2 games last year.
Why are we even playing the games? What are we playing for?
We only lost 2 games last year.
Liverpool added so much quality in all these areas. Frimpong and Kirkes and Wirtz and all these guys. Ekatike. Why are we playing the games then? Like, what is it? What are we waiting to see?
Just pack it up, as Mo says.
I haven't said like the league's wrapped up. I'm not.
Oh, you did say that? Did you say that?
I haven't said that.
Oh, okay.
All I've been saying is how we play Alexander Isak. That's all.
You don't even have him on your squad. What do you mean how you play with Alexander Isak? He doesn't even play for your team. You don't even know how he's going to be deployed.
He will see.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so you're saying
his
25
at Anfield today,
in the Premier League next season?
I'm Newcastle. I'm holding out.
His agent was at Anfield tonight.
Penny, man.
I'm just saying.
If they don't get that 150, I'm saying, yo, dude, you can go play with the under 21s if you want, man. But we're not cowering to no team. You're our best asset right now. We need to get the money that we need for you. If you can't meet that evaluation, then piss off, man. See you later. Simple.
I agree. Newcastle's going to play hardball, but like I'm hearing Isak's going to get 25 goals this season. Is that right?
Is that what you want, or Martin? Is that what you want, or do you think that is, or you can do this, or they can do this? Is that what you want, or do you think they can actually do this?
I want Newcastle to play hardball.
Yeah, is that what you want?
This can be walked on by any club, whether it's mine, Liverpool, or City, or whatever. I mean, we lived through the years of Manchester United going and picking the best players from the other team in the league, and I didn't like it then. So, I have to be completely shameless and say I'd like Newcastle to extract 150 million from Liverpool. Liverpool get exactly what they want, and hopefully it all goes down in flames, because I'm a rival and it's my job for you to not be happy about them being successful. So, whatever. If they're going to get Isak, just bring it on. I'm tired of all this talk about we have to be scared of Isak, or we're not scared enough of Isak, or the league's over, the league's done. It's all crap. We've just got to see what happens when the league starts and people actually have to put the ball in the net. Not this preseason.
We're going to talk about when the league starts.
Yeah.
Talk about when the league starts. Reports Newcastle broke their word to Isak about more money. I think you just sent me, Redlan Taranga, the tweet, and it said that Newcastle actually promised him more money. But how much? I don't know. How much? I don't know. But I believe you. But how much money they offered him? Maybe they promised him a salary increase. Maybe that salary increase is 200 million. Not 300 million as he wants. We'll see how much Liverpool will pay him.
But it's a player power situation. You can't let Isak do that. All the other players will just walk all over.
Yeah,
them.
Go ahead. I want you to do this when Saliba, if Real Madrid are coming for Saliba and you can't convince Saliba to stay, we're gonna have the same conversation, right?
I would say the same about Saliba. Sit down. Don't go to Real Madrid. You're our player. Maybe you'll go next season if you really want to get out of here. But I only want players that want to be at the club for sure, because it's kind of a toxic thing to have a player that wants out. But if they bend over to Isak and say, okay, you said you wanted to go, so now every other player thinks that they can do that to the Newcastle ownership. It's not a good thing. Precedent.
I hear you. The way new players slotted in second day was surprised. The way new players slotted in second day, yeah. The way Wirtz and Ekatike looked like okay with the team, Frimpong and Kirkes. Yeah, that looked absolutely
going to be a problem.
We'll see.
It's going to be a problem.
We'll see.
Who's going to be a problem?
Wirtz. Oh, that guy is serious.
We'll see in the Premier League. Wirtz gets in the pockets, and either side the ball comes, it's instant. Sorry, Martin, but Florian is levels above all the 10s in the Prem, even Cole Palmer.
You guys are putting a lot of pressure on your play.
I love it, man. Keep it coming.
Yeah, you are putting a lot of pressure on him. Like Cole Palmer's a sick player. Sick. Well,
I don't mind it, man. I love it, man. Bring the heat, man.
Yeah, we're here for it, aren't we? We're here for it.
Like, based on what? I'm sorry. Based on what? Okay. Can someone explain to me, based on what? With all the Wirtz, I watched him today. Looked very good. He looks good. But based on what? Wirtz is better than Cole Palmer. Like Cole Palmer in the hardest league.
Bundesliga Player of the Year 2 years in a row. Like, he's 2 years younger than Cole Palmer. Like, he's won the Bundesliga. Like he's played 40 times for Germany. At least Mac is giving us substance. Cole Palmer in his career. He's got more assists than Cole Palmer in his career. Like, based on what? Wirtz is only 22.
Cole Palmer is 23. So you think that Wirtz can have a Cole Palmer season like the 2 seasons ago?
Why not? He's in a better team.
I'm just asking. You can say yes or no. I'm asking.
He's going to score 25. Salah's going to score 30. Wirtz is going to score 20.
The biggest difference is going to score 50.
How many goals are you guys scoring this year, man?
Penalties.
1,000 goals.
Maybe he will score more goals.
Wow, man.
Because we know Cole Palmer scores penalties.
Hey, I don't know why you apologize to me, but Cole Palmer's not my player, so I don't need to get involved in these kind of like pissing competitions.
No, like, hold on.
I like Cole Palmer, by the way. I've got nothing against him.
I know you do. The thing about it, I really know you do. I know you do like Cole Palmer a lot.
But I'm gonna defend the guy we've just spent 100 million on. Because he's really good.
Just 100 now? That seems to be going down every time I hear the price tag. It's crazy.
Well, that's how much we spent right now.
What's that?
It'll cost 126 when we get all the add-ons, but we've got to win loads of stuff first.
Yeah, but you don't get to decide. The rivals decide how much your player costs.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I have it for $65 million because he had everything.
A question from Diallo. Here again. Mo, yes, he won't flop, but can you build a hypothetical Joao Pedro will get 20 plus GA in the league? No, but I can build an easy hypothetical that Isak will get 20 plus goals in the league, and I'm talking goals only. See the difference? It is so easy to sit here and say Isak, and I will be a very logical person if I say Isak will get 20 plus goals in the league. But I won't be logical if I say Joao Pedro will get 20 plus goals in the league.
He's never done it.
Because Isak has done it for Newcastle, and it's the style of play. If you tell me Joao Pedro will get 20 GA in the league, maybe not. It's a 50-50.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
50.
Maybe for Chelsea.
There's one ball.
Maybe for Chelsea.
There's one ball. Every move was fashioned for Isak at Newcastle. Every move was fashioned for him. Every move is fashioned for Salah at Liverpool. They're gonna have to share the wing. Crazy. You guys are killing me. Like, there's one football. Okay. When you look at Isak,
it's one ball.
What?
That's a good point, you know.
It's a very good point, actually, but it's funny though. Like, there's only one ball on the pitch. Like, it's like, Isak is not gonna have his own ball, and Salah is gonna have his own ball, and Wirtz is gonna have his own ball.
It's like when you're at Newcastle. When you're at Newcastle, every move is fashioned for Isak. Every freaking move is fashioned for Isak. Penalties, everything. It's not going to be the same at Liverpool.
No, it's going to be even better.
Oh, okay, so he's going to get more goals.
I keep imagining Liverpool.
He's going to get more with less of the ball. Okay, all right.
I keep getting him. I am imagining
Isak in a game. Have you even?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna.
Have you even looked at the numbers?
Every move is fashioned for him. Every move.
Liverpool create on average about 8 chances a game. Normally about 3 chances every game.
And they all fall to Nunes?
On average. No, they fall to Nunes.
So that's what I'm saying, though.
They fall to Diaz. They fall to Salah.
In Newcastle, every move is fashioned for Newcastle.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, we'll see.
All you need is
Isak to score one. Galacticos like Real Madrid. They have all these guys all over the pitch.
One
like,
chance
oh my God,
in a game.
they're going to score 200 goals because they got all these guys.
Who would you rather have? Who would you rather have in front of goal? Would you rather have Alexander Isak or Darwin Nunes? End of story.
Of course, I'd rather Isak.
So there you go. That chance goes in the net. That chance goes over the bar.
That doesn't equate to scoring 25 goals.
I have to laugh because the way Mac describes it, it's kind of like they're all going to like spawn out of nowhere and like kick the ball at the same time, and like 4 of them will score the same goal, and it'll be like fantastic. But
I don't know if any of you watched Captain Tsubasa back in the days when the 2 people used to like kick the ball. I'm not sure if you guys are from that generation, the Japanese cartoon.
Oh, yeah, the
soccer
game.
They're like people, like 2 people used to kick the ball. That is what's gonna happen, you know.
So it's gonna be 10
I keep imagining
to Liverpool. That's gonna be
like
quite
20 goalkeepers all in.
You know
the
what
net
the problem is? Some of the way that some of the Liverpool fans speak, it's giving me like, fuck this. I'm going to now start watching Serie A and La Liga again because the Premier League is just going to be fucking boring because Liverpool are going to fucking win every single game. It must be.
They better, because they've got some big teams they got to beat along the way to winning the Premier League. And not everyone will fall off like last season, so you guys might have to try this time.
Look, we are just so excited that we're looking at a striker that's going to actually put the ball in the onion bag on a regular basis. That's all.
Let me finish the super chats and then we can, because we haven't spoken about Chelsea or Arsenal yet, which is all related because but I think Liverpool have all the balls in the league. Just one game, you know, like
3 balls apparently.
I'm imagining 3:00 games where like Brighton play Arsenal and the referee looking for the balls, and like Liverpool are playing with 2 balls on the pitch, and Arsenal can't find theirs.
Yeah. And then Isak scoring.
It's gonna be one for Isak and one for Salah. You know,
we're gonna look at like an aggregate. They're gonna be scoring like 8-9 goals a game, man. With the way they have so many strikers on the pitch, like just put the ball in the back of that. 8 or 9 goals.
It's fucking fun. It's funny. Everyone, Mo needs help. Get help. Isak now, he'll disrupt. I don't know that. Mo needs help. Get help. Isak now, he'll disrupt.
Well, you just get him to write an Egyptian
help,
and you'll understand it.
Get help, and the help is Isak, and then now everyone's saying he'll disrupt the team. Yeah,
but to be honest with you, we gotta be honest. It looks like it's scary times in the league. Let me finish this. Tom is saying Frimpong pushes Salah more central, no problem. Yes, I watched today. Salah was central. No, Salah was fucking touchline. Tom, what are you waffling about? The majority of the time Salah got the ball, he was on the line. And then he goes inside. Tom, stop waffling. Frimpong is very good going forward. Defensively. So.
Defensively, that's the main thing, Mo.
He was just there.
He was
just
better than nothing.
He was there.
That'd be better than not being there.
That chat today proves how sensitive and unbearable their fan base are. Unless the panel sits there saying they are perfect and will walk, they get insulted. Two inside, that is a Newcastle fan.
I'm not getting insulted.
To be honest with you,
no, he's talking about Liverpool fans. He's talking about
Liverpool fans
wanting to have smoke blown up their asses.
To be honest with you, and that happens to every team. If you sit down, to be honest, Toon, I'm just going to tell you one thing. If you sit down and you have a couple of Chelsea fans in the chat and you talk bad about Chelsea, you'll get insulted. The only team that you won't get insulted is Arsenal. If you insult Arsenal,
I'm used to it.
You get, to be honest, if you sit down and say, Chelsea spend a lot of money, Chelsea do this, you'll see Chelsea fans are like, fuck you. You don't know anything. You have no idea what you're talking about. We sell a lot of players. That's what you're like, you don't know anything about our project. That's all. I don't think that realistically, really lately, we can actually have decent conversations about football without people in the chat insulting others. Like, instead of people getting like involved in the conversation, like with good questions, you know what I mean? Like, will he score goal? Does he fit the system? Are Liverpool signing too many stars? There is a lot of things that we can, for example, for Chelsea, is Garnacho the right signing? Is Gittins the right signing with that money? Arsenal, do they need a left winger? Should Odegaard be benched? There is a lot when people can get involved, and instead of just insulting people, that is different.
Yeah,
but I get you.
Don't write insults against the panel in the chat. All right, that's not nice.
Some people do that, you know what I mean? It's listen, we have a lot of people in the chat.
And I'm not just talking about me.
I can't block
because I know you write about me.
I can't block everyone, but if people wanna like say whatever, as long as it's not religion, it's not bigotry, fine. You just have at it. It's free, you know. You can just fucking cuss whoever. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. If you send money to insult us, fine. You have to spend it.
Mo
to
will
insult
happily
us.
spend
$5. You know?
I will accept it unless it's bigotry.
We're
If
here for the
signing
banter,
Isak doesn't matter, if signing Isak doesn't matter, why are oppositions rattled? Very good question.
What do you mean? I know. And what does rattled mean though? Like, who says we're rattled? I told you
Like
whether you get it or not.
I can tell you, because since the show started,
Yeah.
you are trying to find every reason for Liverpool not to sign Isak.
No,
Like,
I'm just
you
saying.
have sat here for an
that is not
hour
being rattled.
critic.
That does not equate to being rattled. I'm
It
talking
means
about
that you don't want it to
happen.
happen.
No,
He's asking the hard questions.
I actually think it's going to happen. Put it that way.
No,
I actually think it's
okay.
going to happen. I'm
It's
saying
not-
I think
you it's gonna
Newcastle
happen,
should
but
hold
you
out
don't
for
want him
every
to be
penny
good.
because they can't just allow people to walk over them. They're supposed to be contending for titles. They're
So you
supposed
want us
to
to
be
spend
building a winning.
150 million and you want him to flop? Or you want
What
or
are
you
you
want us to
talking
spend
about?
150 million and then you want us to start playing with 3 balls?
No, I'm saying he's
No,
not going to score 30 goals with
The
everybody else. That's
the
what I'm
amount
talking
of
about.
times we spoke about balls on this show, I am assuming that
It's
the
like all we're
monetization
talking
is
about.
gone.
It's like all we're talking about is
assuming that the
how
monetization is
invincible this
fucking
team is
gone
going
right
to be. Like that's all it was. So I was just like saying, like, what? So everyone's going to score 30
Fine.
goals on the side? Everyone's scoring 30 goals?
Apparently, Salah is going to have his normal 25 plus goals. Isak is going to have 25 plus goals. Wirtz now is going to improve to be 25. Gakpo is normal. Gakpo is normal 20 GA. It looks like Ekitike off the bench is going to have 15 GA as well. McAllister is going to improve. I think so. So Liverpool, that's what I said. I actually said, and people didn't believe me, and people in the chat again, I said, if Liverpool sign Isak, they should get Centurion, 100 points. Because
and invincible.
Liverpool, not invincible, you know, like you can have
really
hard, right?
That's really hard.
Invincible is
Really
too
hard.
hard.
It's like the hardest challenge, huh?
It is really hard.
It's too hard. Guys, can I ask you something for real? Can we get the likes up, guys? We don't have enough likes on this chat. I need 500 likes, people. Come on, we're having a decent conversation. We haven't even.
And also the defensive numbers, Chelsea respect. Those goals conceded numbers, respect on that one.
Goals conceded.
I don't think they're going to get broken for a long time.
Oh, the
Mourinho
15,
record?
Yeah.
No. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me with Isak, Salah, Gakpo.
No, 18 goals, no. 18 goals conceded all season. I don't think that's going to get broken.
Yeah, it's never going to get broken. Let me finish these guys, please. Let me finish these super chats quickly. Big up, man. The man footy judgment. Big up, Fonzie. Thank you all, Habibi from Canada. Big up, Habibi. Diallo, same. Liverpool fans want us all to be scared, run into caves. Looks like it.
Run into
It looks like it, Diallo. It looks like it. Everyone has to be scared. You know the only fans that are not scared, to be honest? I think, like, I've seen it. Man City fans. They're like, fuck it. No. Fuck it.
Right.
Pep Guardiola.
No, but they've got like Doomer stuff going on anyway. They don't think they're going to win, so they're not even worried about anyone. They're just
exactly. I think 90% of Man City fans, like, they believe, like, fuck it, this season we'll write it off anyway because we're not going to win it. The other 10 believe that they're going to walk the league. Like, I've had people come in my chat tell me we'll walk the league. Man City will walk the league. Idea is we have multiple outlets and players for GA. That is spot on. That is a great point, of course. Great point. That's why, by the way, now if Liverpool get Isak, I'm going to tell you guys my view of this. Honest speaking about Liverpool. Now, if Liverpool get Isak, they have multiple players that can carry the team. Last season, if Salah flopped, team flopped. Correct? We all know this.
Yeah.
If Salah flopped, the team flopped. Now, with the likes of Isak and even the likes of Wirtz, if Salah flops, for example, gets marked out of the game, can Isak. Wirtz is there. For example, what Arsenal wanted last season, if Saka didn't play well, nobody carried the team. Now they're having a striker. Now that's why people want Eze and want a left winger to carry the load. Cole Palmer for Chelsea. Now we see that if Cole Palmer doesn't play well, this Enzo Fernandez can rise. João Pedro Caicedo can rise. There are other people that can rise. That is what Liverpool are adding to the team, guys. So people have to admit. One ball. The man from Uncle. Big up. The amount of balls again in this stream. Monetization is fucking gone. I got no ad revenue right here. K-Wack. Isak missed 18 big chances. Jackson 19. Nunes 8. Facts. Rah!
But that's because he was given the ball so much.
Oh boy. Okay.
I don't know how many shots he had. I don't know how many shots he had last season.
I'm just gonna tell you that Isak last season exceeded his GA, so it's fucking great.
Yeah, he exceeded.
But Sesko did
so
that.
Isak can only score. So answer this critic. So Isak can only score for Newcastle then.
Who said that?
Well, if he plays in Newcastle, hopefully.
No, he can score. He's a goal scorer. What do you mean? What are we talking about?
Because you said we haven't seen it yet for Liverpool.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet.
About
it. What do you want me to do with this, man?
Man, everything points toward Isak scoring 20+ goals.
Yeah, well,
K-Mac keeps cooking these clowns. Chelsea fan is a joke. Big up my man, if you think so.
Don't insult people.
Big up my man.
Why is everyone so rattled in the comments? I don't get it. We haven't said anything controversial. We said there's one football, and that maybe Isak won't score 30 goals. I don't know. It's not that hard.
It's really not that hard to see. Like if you watch other teams that play with the exact same amount of players, if you watch Real Madrid, how many goals does Rodrigo score? How many goals does?
Okay, yeah, there's a good example because they got Mbappe and they got worse, right? So everyone would have thought Mbappe would.
Chemistry. Like nobody sees this stuff. They just think, oh my god, the dopamine. Oh, look at all these players we got now. We're going to be amazing. Like it's just
but the club got worse. Like Real Madrid, they got whipped by us.
The club got
Can I ask you something? Okay. Can I ask you something for real, Martin? You are very honest and one of the most honest people I've met on YouTube. Do you believe Liverpool will get worse?
Talking to me?
Your belief. Do you believe Liverpool will get worse?
How the hell are we going to get worse? We've literally just
I want to answer
in positions that we weren't that great in last season.
Fair enough. So you don't believe that Liverpool goes?
That it's not wise in football to go like you take good player and you put player in better team, instant like fireworks and everyone's happy. Like sometimes other people suffer when a guy comes in and starts stealing their limelight. Like we saw that happen to the Real Madrid. We've seen that happen to Rodrigo, where he's probably going to end up at Spurs now or something because he's a broken man. Like there's just funny things happen in football to good players.
Funny things in football, man.
Not Arsenal, no. You're not getting Rodrigo.
Okay, guys, we don't build our expectations and predictions based on funny things happen in football.
Okay.
Like we don't do that.
You've seen it though. You're oblivious. Like we had
there's evidence
like
to
the
support
best
it.
striker in the world.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, though.
Okay, now you're talking evidence to support it from both of you. Now you're talking.
Yeah,
now we're being.
A million times.
It's happened. It's happened so many times in football.
Sorry.
Like where we see this galactical team that's supposed to come together and just like sweep up everything, and then they can't win because it's only one ball. Okay. You have to be able to play. You have to be able to do more with less. More with less. With every move being fashioned for you, in one team,
Trent that
you have to be able to
any
do less
defending
with the ball now.
I am. If you guys want to build an actual,
create enough GA.
If you guys want to actually build, they have number 10 that didn't create it. Supposedly they replaced him with one of the most creative players.
No, we got Verts.
Inverts.
We've replaced Let me finish this. With quite possibly the best left back last season.
Zakopian is music to my ears. The Swedish guy is going to Liverpool.
My issue is that people are hypocritical about it because when I said Sesko was a good player, I got thrown back at me that he only scored 14 goals in the Bundesliga and those goals don't count or something. But now Verts is going to come here and double his output in the Premier League because reasons, right? It's not like 2 + 2 is 4 when you're adding players to teams. They've got to integrate. And I don't think you guys should really be putting this much pressure on your players anyway, because they've got to gel. They've got to like learn how the team plays. And they're obviously, if they don't hit the ground running, you don't want a situation like Nunes where he was the hottest thing since sliced bread and then he was the worst player that ever played football in the space of about 2 weeks. Remember?
He scored 14 goals and he's a midfielder.
Okay, Odegaard scored 15 goals.
He scored more goals than Sesko, and he doesn't even play as a striker. I'm just saying.
I just said pump the brakes. I'm not saying it's not going to work. I'm just saying pump the brakes, guys.
I can be excited about spending 100 million on this absolute.
And
I don't have to be.
I remember hearing all talk about spending money, buying the leagues and all this stuff, and now it's
were you excited when you signed Cole Palmer?
We can spend it.
Were you excited when you signed Cole Palmer? Were you excited when you got Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez?
Absolutely. But this is what we do, though. We buy players. We know that. I remember hearing Liverpool fans complaining about us buying players, and now it's like now the shoe's on the other foot, and it's like, oh my God, look, we'll just spend 150 million here, 1 million here.
Yeah, we don't.
The shoe's on the other foot now, and you're talking different talk.
Excited.
Actually, funny.
The talk changes quick, man. As soon as the money gets spent,
it's a very funny stream. Right? I swear it's a very funny stream. It's amazing.
I don't care. But it's our money now, and we're spending it.
Yeah, they've gone from the club which doesn't spend money to the club that's spending more than everyone else. And it's like they have to flip.
Actually, I'm gonna hold you here. Jeez. Man City since last season until today, Man City spent more than Liverpool. The difference is the names that Liverpool are attracting now, the Verts, the Isaks. That's the difference. My man here is saying 17-18, Mo 44 GA, Bobby 27, Mani 20, New 3 could do more. So you believe that Mohamed Salah can get 44 GA again? Who can get 27 GA? Isak can get 30 GA easy, and then Verts can get 20 GA. But I don't believe that Mohamed Salah is good.
That season, Mo, Bobby, and Mane all scored 10 goals in the Champions League.
And Liverpool, I remember that season, Liverpool won the league. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, you didn't. Oh, no. Wait, you didn't.
I think it's very good squad building. I think you guys are building for the future.
No, you didn't. I remember. No, you didn't. Dear Liverpool fans, we're all so rattled. Thank you. Diallo. Big up Diallo. Rivals keep talking title be over is annoying, and our fans just saying it's going to be a great team and all strikers will contribute. You never walk alone. Fair comment. Okay, so Liverpool are going to be the best team in the league. I know that for a fact.
If they can get the ball, they'll be unstoppable.
What the fuck, bro?
يا عمي بقى.
Mate, you're not getting monetized, but you can have loads of super chats.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've had like 1,000 people, so ad revenue should be all right. Yeah. I think Liverpool team will be the favorites to win the league, to be honest.
Favorites, but no pressure.
City and they have the most pressure.
No, they don't have pressure.
Lots got pressure this season because money's being spent and it's his team now. He's under pressure.
Leopards in a tree. Just leopards in a tree.
No, we don't play that no more. We haven't got Jurgen. We're not doing that underdog shit anymore.
No, okay.
City and Chelsea fans are fuming that the most Liverpool are spending. I don't think so. City and Liverpool are... City and... Why would... I think City fans are annoyed. A lot, by the way. You know who... To be honest with you, you know the team that I haven't heard any complaints from them about spending from Liverpool? Arsenal fan. I've not seen one Arsenal fan, right, say, why are Liverpool spending that money? They're like, whatever, you know what? We've seen this before with City. They're like, Arsenal fans are like fucking used to other teams spending more than them. And they're like,
Liverpool, out of all the clubs, you could say just earned the right to go on a spending spree. I can't even hate it, right? They haven't spent money for several years, so you know, I can't begrudge it.
Yeah, that's why I can't fault Liverpool for spending. They spent like nothing last summer, and they won the league. They have the right to spend. Olu, that because 90% of Man City fans don't exist. Big up, Olu. Habibi, thank you so much. I don't care who scores as long as we win the league. And
there you go. Finally, the smartest thing you said so far.
Big up, Andrew. It doesn't matter who scores as long as Liverpool win the league and get number 21. Fair enough. Twin is saying tired. There is only one ball on the pitch. Weird. There is 45 ball. Wired. I don't know what that super chat. Can someone explain that super chat?
I think he's saying new football is now 45 balls on the pitch. You know, that one football was boring.
The tired take is 1 ball. The wired take is 45 balls.
Yeah.
Big up 20.
Well done, sir.
Thank you so much.
Well done, sir.
Doing more with less from a Chelsea fan is ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the point. Yeah,
That's ironic.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, the point, to be honest. That's a good super chat, Fonzie. Brilliant.
Oh, man, you need to get into my chat. I've told you. Like, I like the wisecracks from you.
All the tears from these two, tears and fears. He was smiling. He was smiling. Look at the smiling. Why do people think they have tears?
I want every team to get the players that they want. You know, I got the players that I wanted mostly. I'm very happy. I feel like it'd be great if Newcastle got a few players so that their fans can be happy. Like, I don't begrudge anyone getting signings. I just hope they flop and you just wasted your money.
You've literally got 3 of the clubs that have just like splurged on everybody, like all the best players signed.
From Robbo to Gyokeres, from Nunes to Isak, from Szoboszlai to Wirtz, from Kwanzaa to Gehi. That is improvement in every single position, by the way.
Oof.
My man here, big up. Thank you for super chat. K-Mac making stuff up with PIF funding Isak thing. 2 separate deals and only possible because Inzaghi asked for Nunes after Osimhen failed. If he asked for Watkins or Mateta, then that is where the PIF money goes. I actually think that Al Hilal were interested in Nunes since last January. So you're spot on. I think K-Mac, you made it up to wind up people.
No. It's still
you made it up.
Money coming into Liverpool's bank accounts that then we buy Isak with. So that's not a conspiracy theory.
Do you think that one hand of PIF knows what the other hand of PIF is doing? Like this whole human caterpillar.
They only own 4 clubs.
Like,
but they own 4 clubs in Saudi Arabia. And
yeah, I don't know is there one guy making all the plans, or there's the other guy over in, like managing the Newcastle stuff, going like, hey, don't buy Nunes. What are you doing? Like,
I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you guys a stat. Transfer News Live just tweeted before we go continue super chats. On this day, exactly 4 years ago, Manchester City signed Jack Grealish for £100 million. 157 appearances. Wait. The rest of the tweet is actually hilarious. 157 games, 17 goals, 23 assists. That's it. That's what you get for 100 million.
Wow.
In the Prem.
Rate his time, 157 games, all in all.
So was
he scored only 17. Yeah, he spent only he scored only 17 goals and had 23 assists. Only.
No, it doesn't matter.
He was tearing up trees at Villa though, right? Then he went to a bigger team and what happened?
But it doesn't matter.
Those 17. Oh, no, what the fuck? Oh, those. Okay, that's. Hold on. Those 17, 18 stats were just goals, 1 ball, by the way. That's all comps, though. That's all comps. If I'm not mistaken, then. Okay, then. So that means.
No goals.
Bobby Firmino didn't score 27 goals in the league. Oh, all comps, maybe.
All comps.
That's a lot.
That's why I said. That's why I said Champions League. They all got 10 goals each. Can I just say something on Jack Grealish? Man City do not give a shit how much Jack Grealish cost because he won them the treble, being in the team.
Okay, he didn't win them the treble. If they had a wooden stick, if they had you as a left winger, they would have won the treble as well.
They won the treble because they had Jack Grealish in the team.
No, they didn't. They won the treble because there was just a stick on that left side of the pitch, basically, which doesn't matter.
He was instrumental. He was instrumental.
But you have to admit he's been terrible.
Oh yeah, he's been shit since, but he was instrumental in the Champions League and the
124 minutes. I am sure that all of you don't have time to give me more than this, but I need to finish this. Thank you for everyone, by the way, supporting John. By the way, don't the PIF also invest with Clearlake? Yeah, they do. Clearly, yeah, 100%.
Chelsea.
Yeah, 100%. Arsenal's biggest sale, Chamberlain, 35 million. Spoofers. Yeah, Arsenal can't sell fucking play.
It was 40, but okay.
I'm not a selling club, you know. I like to keep my good players.
It was in 2017 as well, by the way.
I like bottom right's energy. Big up. That's critic. Big up Diallo. Okay, is there time to speak about other clubs, or it's all Chelsea, or it's all?
My goodness.
If you guys don't want to, we can actually end the show right here. It's fine.
I got 15 minutes.
On a roll.
We can talk about it in the next day. It's all right. By the way, you guys are donating your time to me, and I have no pressure to stay. We already did an hour, 25 minutes. That is good enough. We can leave, and then we can have the same panel talk about other clubs. K-Mac, an hour, 25 minutes, only talking Liverpool.
I can't believe
that. Thanks, mate.
That's the only stream I've been on.
The amount of time you got me on and I never spoke about Liverpool.
Probably this is the only stream that we haven't spoken about Arsenal when Martin is here. Big up, Martin.
Yeah, big up, Martin.
So if you've got a question for me, hit me with it.
It's the only couple of questions that about Arsenal. Are Arsenal complete? Why the Eze deal has taken so long? And if it doesn't happen, there's only 4 weeks left. 2 weeks to the start of the season. You start against Man United. Do you think Arsenal are ready?
I think we're better positioned than we were last year because we don't have 4 attackers out. I think we've done well in the transfer market so far, but I think everyone's waiting for that Eze deal to really be excited about what we've done here. I think if Eze comes in, he'd probably be our best signing on top of Gyokeres, just for like the quality of player that he is and the fact that he's an old Arsenal hail ender and stuff. I think it would fit. But in general, I don't think we're ready yet, but I'm not panicking like everyone else when you lose to a ridiculous foul goal against Spurs in Hong Kong in preseason. I think that was stupid, but we've seen that happen all the time. When there's drama, it kind of explodes a bit more in my fan base, like everyone's made out of gasoline and just waiting to combust. It's some kind of bad news. So, yeah, I'm just enjoying my summer. I just got back from Australia for 3 weeks, which was fantastic. So, zero stress over here, Mo. That's how I roll.
I love smiling, Martin. It's fantastic until the season starts and Arsenal and people stop pressuring you, bro.
I keep smiling through the pain. That's fine.
I actually don't think, you know what, I know that you keep smiling always. You're always smiling. You're never upset that much. It's all football at the end. You're a fan. You know what? You're allowed to be a fan.
I only get frustrated if I'm forced to have bad conversations with bad people on streams, and these guys today have been lovely. So it's
it's a great panel. It's a fantastic panel, to be honest. It's a great panel. I actually have to say one thing. I don't believe that Arsenal. It's either they're gonna finish first or third or fourth. I don't believe that Arsenal are gonna finish second again.
Second is ours. It's a meme now.
I believe that it will be. It's either they're gonna be on fire, right? Or Arsenal are going to be ass. Like, when I mean ass. Like,
I don't see us being. I think people aren't ready for what Gyokeres is kind of. Everyone's been saying we need a striker for 3 years now, and now we've got a striker. Everyone's saying, well, he's a crap striker and he's fat and he's going to be useless or whatever. So it's going to be a scrap. If anyone's going to take Liverpool down in the way that they're walking around, it's going to require winning over 90 points, which we haven't done yet so far. So that's what I'm looking for this team to be in that 90 points range where you have to be to actually, win a title, not just have a title challenge. So it's a learning process for us, how hard it is to actually get to the top when Man City was at the top of the game. And now I've got Liverpool trying to dwarf what Man City just did. So it's going to be interesting. If no one else is really taking chunks out of Liverpool, are we going to be able to do that over the course of the whole league? But I'm seeing Chelsea much harder than they were last season. I'm seeing Manchester United much harder than they were last season. Tottenham much harder than they were last season. So hopefully some of the big teams can take bites out of each other, so it's not like a walk and you never walk alone in the park thing. What is it? A walk in the park, but you never walk alone? Never mind.
Yeah.
I got confused there.
Listen, I
will say though, for like both the rivals, I do think Arsenal and Chelsea will be the real challengers for us, like this season coming. Like I did like a dive into your squad.
You are like my 10th guy to say that City are not there. I had Staffy telling me earlier today on the stream that he doesn't believe that City will be there. It will be Chelsea and Arsenal. I'm like, everyone just thinks that City are not there.
Yeah, there's no one from Man City here to say that to. But Man City are always going to be there or thereabouts because they've got about 11 players per bloody position in their team. So they've got the
City have a weak squad.
They've got a
Don't
lot
you
of
think
depth.
there's fundamental problems with that City squad at the moment? Like, I looked at it on their website to like understand like how many attackers they had or whatever. They've got like 34 midfielders that all have no like real position, and like 2 attackers, which is Haaland and Marmoush. And then the defense is like questionable. Like, and Diaz is getting a new deal. They're still running Nunez at right back. Like, it's hard to really see them as being fixing the problems which we saw last season. Where
you see this guy just stole my point right there. I was just gonna say that exactly. Like, you can't count out Pep. Like he has a way of stitching together a team that we've not seen before. And
can I counter that? You respond. Can I counter this one thing? This is gonna be the first time critic.
Yeah.
And then I want you to respond to this. Where Pep doesn't have the team that is better than the rest.
That's
the only
true.
time in every position. The only time in his career. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, at City. He always had the team that is better than the rest. And then if he doesn't win, it's because something dramatic happens, injury, or he fell off. Like when Liverpool won the league, Liverpool were phenomenal and City had no defense. So basically City gave up. Last season, they had no Rodri. This is the first time even, and you just think about it. If Liverpool get Isak and Arsenal get Eze, even if Man City don't have any injuries, on paper, Arsenal and Liverpool should be better than them.
Oh, I don't deny that, but I'm just saying, like, you can't count out a team that has Pep Guardiola as the manager. Like, he's proven that he can build winners. So, and when you have somebody like that at the helm, you can't. There's no, and they have unlimited funds to spend as well. Like, I don't even think they're done, to be honest, yet. I don't think so. So it's just hard to say that at this point in time that we're just gonna dismiss them, knowing what they've been the last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah.
So
I will say the only reason why I'm dismissing them more is because I saw he like that mustache he was doing with the whole bald thing. Like, I don't know what's going on.
You think he lost his head? You think he lost his head, right?
He's talking about retiring forever.
Hasn't he already said it's going to be his last year as well? And then he's going to have
next year.
What I did want to say though as well, just about the Arsenal and Chelsea is, and the reason why I say like that I think they will be definitely the challengers, and it's going to be a hard season.
It's going to be a tough season, man, for everybody.
Last year, Arsenal pushed us quite a long way, and if it wasn't for Arsenal just losing the games and dropping points, you could have overtook us in some stages of the season, and that's a fact. And Chelsea were right up with us all the way up until Christmas. And they've improved massively in their squad. So, and their managers also got more experience. Their players are more experienced now. So instead of being like the young guns, they're now more experienced. But the thing about Chelsea as well, though, that I will say is I genuinely do worry about them next year in the Champions League. Like, you are really good in Europe, Chelsea, and it does annoy me. I really hope we don't get yours in the knockouts.
We've got to survive the first 5 or 6 games. If we lose too many points at the start of the season, it'll be the same thing as last season, where it was kind of like, we're already 11 points behind Liverpool after a month of the season. It's over. And then that kind of narrative just got accepted, and we just kind of, I don't even think we really challenged at all last season. It was a second in name only. It wasn't really like the previous.
There was one stage where you could have got it back to like 2 points at one stage. I know it's still 2 points, but
you guys had another year to go. I think the last 10 games you guys lost a hell of a lot of points for no reason. I mean, we did that too, but we were trying to.
Yeah, we just drew loads of games.
We'll discuss. We'll discuss that in depth probably next time. Fonzie here is saying, Mo, before you leave, I wanted to say Inter are ass this season. We're gonna be ass. I'm telling you, bro. We have a coach that has 11 games in coaching on top flight. Senior 11 games as a coach. We'll see how it goes. If we get Lookman, I think we're gonna be all right. You know. Arsenal need Eze, else they are 2 injuries away from 4th.
I think they need Eze irrespective of the injuries, to be honest.
100%.
They need a creator in that final third.
We need a bench. You know, when I was at the semifinals of Champions League and I'm seeing a guy which I've never heard of before on my bench in the Champions League semifinal, Kukuri or something, has never played a minute for my team. This can't be possible. And then Sterling's my best option off the bench. We need to have like a depth of 4 or 5 players that can come on and change the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you leave on a free transfer? Can you like release him on a free transfer?
Sterling?
No, the other striker.
He wasn't a striker. I think he was a defender or something. We didn't have anyone. We had Marino, and that was our life there for about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. But listen, people, I want to thank everyone that is here. K-Mac channel in the description. Go and support Mac for me here. Big up Critic for joining us. And Martin, glad to have you back on the channel. Is that your first time in the summer?
To meet you guys.
First time in a month or so. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was on.
Yeah, all right. Great show, everyone. Thanks for everyone supporting the channel. Let's hit that like button, guys, before you go. You guys are slag enough. I will see you guys later tomorrow. We're out of here.